sorry about that. Welcome to my newly opened detective agency. What do you need? Documents? Research? Getting an envelope from a secret dealer? You want it? I'll get it. For a good price. Oh, and of course, all the things you tell me will be strictly confidential. Oh, it's not too expensive. Only 100,000 yen. Wait. Fine. For you, I'll do it for free. I haven't had a customer in ages. I just need something to do with my time. How does that sound? So, what do you need help with? Yeah, that sounds familiar. I've actually heard of something like this from a while ago. Now that I'm actually hearing it from someone firsthand, I'm getting real curious. I think this will be fun. Pleasure doing business with you. For free. I need to pay rent in a week. Considering you clicked on this video, I assume you already know what Persona 4 is, so a long-winded explanation is not really needed. But in case you forgot, Persona 4 is a social sim RPG that delves into a murder mystery story involving another world inside a TV. With this murder mystery story surrounding the town of Inaba, a fake town in fake Japan where you play a fake boy in a fake school with fake people. And I'll be honest, I have no idea where I'm going with this. But overall, this game and the way you play it is one I consider to be akin to a film/TV series script that is around 90% done, and you, the player, is the one that finishes the other 10%. Molding the story to your liking, and as a result, it gives you many different endings to go along with it. Now, I'm not going to try and spoil the game on purpose, that's the job of Reddit users, not mine. But I will still give a small little spoiler warning in case I do accidentally say something that'll ruin some people's enjoyment of the game. Like how Yosuke died, there will be a lot of characters you'll be interacting with, some optional, some crucial to the story that you can't avoid. But it's up to one's own desire to befriend these characters to their full rank or not. Characters such as Yosuke, my go-to BFF for life. Chie, my go-to BFF for life! Yukiko, my go-to BFF for life. Did I hate Yukiko? Hey, the fuck did you cook this? Kanji, the other go-to BFF for life. Rise, whose ne'er-do-well fans are as weird as any pyro main. Naoto, the junior detective who made me feel like this because I have the analytical capabilities of a 5-year-old. Teddy, my go-to BFF for life. Those are who I would describe as the main story characters, along of course with the one you're playing, along with a few others here and there that you can befriend as well. Just as a side note, this will be mainly just a retelling and a personal opinion of how I played the game and how I felt about the game and its story. I played the game as if I was writing a script, as in the main character I'm controlling is merely a story character. How would this character act in this situation? What are his flaws? How would he answer here? Blah blah blah. I found playing like this to be extremely fun, and if you do ever play this for the first time or do another playthrough of it, I do recommend to try it out. I really liked how I was basically a story writer and how I was helping dictate the direction of the story itself. Now, I will have to admit, I wanted the best ending possible, so I looked up a guide.
Shut up! Get lost! Get the hell out of my sight! I'm telling you!
Yeah, I know. I shouldn't do that. But this Steam guide is the one I use where it tells me how to get the best ending without spoiling. So what do you think about that? Stinky, loser, baby. Shit. This is a habit I tend to have, especially with longer video games, because I'm not one to usually prefer replaying a game again. So I'd rather just know how to get the best ending and go from there. Thankfully with this guide, as I said, I didn't get spoiled at all, just given some pointers of where to go and who to talk to and so on and so forth. But I do understand that most people wouldn't generally prefer to go this route, but if you do, then just use this Steam guide. It's good. Though I did get spoiled of the ending because of a fucking OST I found on YouTube. God damn it. This game is pretty big, as in it can take an average of 100 hours to even complete it with some of the side quests, let alone 100% the whole thing, which is another can of worms I'm not even gonna get into. And as such, there were some characters I didn't even come across in my playthrough. Imagine my surprise in making this video that I found characters I haven't seen before. I stare at them and think, where the fuck would I find these guys? Of course, they would be found in doing different clubs and jobs, but that just shows the replayability of this game. You could go to completely different clubs and see completely different sub-stories that you would otherwise wouldn't have been able to see if you'd picked another option. In my case, I befriended the main group towards rank 10 fully. I tried to, but fucking Naruto at the end gave me fuck all time to do anything. And from then on, I decided to keep my mouth shut, because any more I'd have a severe mental collapse. And yet, even with the state of despair, I was able to befriend the other main characters. In this game, these relationships/social links are extremely important. In fact, when you're in combat, they can be the one thing that gets you that little bit of extra damage or assistance, so whether you're into the social aspect or RPG aspect more, you gotta lean into it as much as you can, otherwise you're just at a severe disadvantage. This system in the game, to me, is very similar to the real world and how people interact with each other. With strong bonds like this between friends, it can actually let you feel like a whole new human being, a new persona. It can give you strength and perseverance that no other thing can really provide. It can allow you to do things that you've never thought you'd be able to do before, and so on and so forth. If these bonds are very shallow, then one will only be putting themselves down. As humans, connection and that feeling of humanity between one person to the other is so important. So when a person doesn't have that connection, it can really take a toll on your mental and physical health. Now, I'm not saying to say, hey, you should get friends in order to gain shit. No, in fact, a reason as shallow as that is why human connection can never actually happen if that's the thought process one has. Wanting to know more about that person, caring about that person, wanting to make sure they're okay, wanting to get them to improve and live amazing lives, that's what it means to have genuine human connection. And the game portrays that so well in the way you interact with each character. Over time, getting to know their struggles, their fears, and being there for them. Sure, at the end of the day, they're just fictional characters, but they're characters that the player starts to care about because of how well they were written and how realistic in their fears they feel. You literally fight their shadows, you fight their fears, and you help them in healing from those fears. That's as human as it gets, I think. You'd like to know what information I found? I see. Well, here's what I found. Might be of some use to you. Well, I found fuck all. Don't ask, because hand me down. Anyways, concerning this, I can't really find any information unless I go inside the TV with you guys. Otherwise, I'm just rummaging through straw and sewer water here. What'd you say? Let me into this ragtag group of makeshift detectives. I'm a point to the leader, yeah? I could use my wisdom on the job to help you solve this in 5 minutes tops. Like the options you have with making friends, you're able to take on different jobs, each one able to increase a stat of yours, which I have not seemed to mention so far. So basically in the game, you have stats like how smart or diligent you are, which the fact I forgot to mention it throughout this video goes to show what mine are. That's besides the point. The point is that these jobs can allow you to earn money and level up your stats. Now, these stats are very important, as they can allow you to progress a social link even further, such as with Nanako when there's a segment in which you need to increase your understanding, or with school, where you can get a very high grade which would increase the admiration of your classmates towards you. Overall, in terms of interacting with the world outside of the TV, these stats would benefit you greatly. On top of that, you'll be able to find other people you can interact with and make social links with them, which is why I didn't fucking do them. Look, I'll be honest, I didn't particularly bother with the job part of the game very much. My main focus for the game were the main social links and stuff. And sure, I did do them occasionally, but clubs, grades, and friends were my main focus for the character I decided to play as. So if you're gonna ask about anything regarding them, I have about as much information as Teddy does about the outside world, which is to say, fuck all. But that's besides the point. From the things that I did do regarding them, it definitely made sense as to why they were so important. Whether one likes their job or not, it can still give some experiences that would increase a skill set, especially if they were in school like the main character is. I mean, if you folded envelopes for at least 4 to 5 hours a day, you would lose your fucking mind, but it would definitely increase your diligence, and you can use that to do the things that you want to do with the determination that you want. If we look past jobs, what other things can increase your stats? One of the things I did most frequently was just reading books. Now, I'm pretty sure by looking at me, you can tell that I'm an avid reader. But stories are so intrinsic to the human mind that it can make people feel sadness, joy, disgust, determination. Stories can inspire, they can bring people out of a dark place. They can give people comfort in said dark place. And that's why I adore stories. Anything that can give a story that can move me, be it games, movies, books, a painting, anything, are types of art that I believe, no matter what, will always be intrinsically human. You can feel the human behind it, their struggles and their culture, who they are and their thoughts, simply by just observing their work. I understand that I am overthinking a little task in a game that's almost 2 decades old, but cut me some slack here, alright? I'm just an old man.
Don't worry. I am a doctor. Oh no!
Major fracture detected.
Oh dear!
So, I haven't actually played any other Persona game other than this one. This is the first of the entire series, definitely, so this entire video has been basically through the eyes of someone who hasn't even played a game like this or anything similar before. The most I've heard were just some retellings of very vague information concerning Persona 5, not even Persona 4. And specifically for Persona 4, I just saw some gameplay of it in the first area. But that's about it, so I never really had an interest in it. It was a game that I heard so much about, but never decided to play until recently. When I bit the bullet, clicked play to just see if I enjoyed it. And boy did I. I mean, clearly I made an entire video about it, but as I said, it just betrays humanity in such a way that I can't really explain very well. I mean, I can't explain things well in general very, good, but hopefully throughout this video, and further on its length, what I was trying to convey makes sense. The last time I felt so locked in on a story coming from the gaming sphere was Red Dead Redemption 2, and if you've played that, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. The reason why it took so long for me to play Persona 4 was because I'm not a fan of RPG gameplay.
Then why the hell are you even playing an RPG?
Shut up, let me finish! So, I'll be fully honest, I've been playing this game on easy or very easy mode. I'm not someone who enjoys the type of gameplay very much, mainly due to one thing: grinding. I have noticed in Persona 4, it does grinding. A lot of it. I noticed it pretty early on. I was originally playing on normal, and in the first area I noticed hints of it, and at that instant I changed the difficulty with the same haste as a Peregrine Falcon, because that's the one aspect I refuse to do, as I just find it not fun. Persona 4 definitely makes turn-based combat, in a way, very, very enjoyable, but the fun is sucked out of it completely the second I have to grind. So, Roninukk's strategy here, officially awarded, is to generally just say fuck it, we ball, run in there with little to no healing items, and scour like a rats. We're rats. We're the rats. I can count on my fingers the amount of times I went out of my way to buy healing items, and that's just how I like to play the game. And usually I get decent stuff, but it'll barely keep my team alive, but also then again, that's all you need. I like that tense feeling I get when I'm at the brink of losing. I somehow come out on top, only for me to now have to manage to try and get something to heal the 15 broken bones I got, while simultaneously avoiding enemies, which usually results in getting hit by them anyways and having to fight them. Oh, also, I wanted to just add something on top as well. The extra card system at the end has been my saving grace in more times than I can count. When I just get that heal ailments and refill SP card, woo! That's fan-fucking-tastic. And boom, I'm balling, and I'm back in action to kick some buff man ass. I can't give deep insight into how the actual combat is, since my experience concerning that is few and far between. Other than Undertale and Yakuza 7, I haven't really played any turn-based RPGs because I found the concept of them to be not very enjoyable. Though even with me just playing on easy and occasionally very easy, I still find it extremely engaging, so take that as you will. What I like about the environment specifically in these areas and the enemy designs is how they match that character's state of mind into them. Their fears and mindset on full display for the team to see, and the exploring of the area showing hints of how far it's getting. With each floor ascended, causing more enemies to appear that have an increase in difficulty, which of course is to be expected. But the fact that the designs match that, and I'm not sure if this is the actual way it's explained or not, this is just me saying what I think here, is that these enemies and the difficulty of them getting portrayed in such a manner is of them being the deeper fears in the subconscious. The more floors ascended, the deeper into the subconscious you go. Sure, there are recurring enemies with different designs, but in my opinion, I think these represent a general fear, only for it to be accommodated to the person and their mental state molded by them to that different variant, which I find fascinating. And at the end, you're fighting the literal representation of their deep subconscious thoughts they're so afraid of, that they try and run away from. It's such an amazing way to represent that feeling of healing, that battle of your inner self, healed and helped not only by you, but when it feels too much and it feels like it'll break you, the support of others coming in to assist you into healing from it. It's so good that I can genuinely disregard some of the things from the actual turn-based combat that irk me a little bit just to observe it and appreciate it. It makes me so intrigued with the game and its story, making that immersion so easily brought in. And I can find myself lost for hours just playing this game, only to realize 8 hours have passed by, and I haven't eaten or drank a single thing. I'm not sure how to describe this game. As much as I've spoken about it so far, who knows how long this video is at this point. It's just a game that shows the fears of people, the humanity of people, the love and care of people. These days, there seems to be a bit of a disconnect, especially with social media and the news and whatever else, where it seems people stop caring about people. This game kind of shown that side again, which I really appreciated. I may be over-exaggerating because it's just a game about people going into a TV and fighting little shadow guys, but it's still nice to see that, even in a fictional setting. And it definitely makes me more thankful to know the people I care about in my life, how they've supported me in my time of need, and how I'd do anything to support them as well. I became engrossed in this video game, and I've only really had that with a few here and there as I stated towards Red Dead Redemption 2. And it comes from a game I never expected to feel that way towards. Overall, this game has been fantastic. From the social gameplay to the RPG gameplay, which somehow engrossed even me, a garbage TF2 player who only looks to play Scout, go fast and go boom boom Boston boy. So the fact it was able to do that goes to show how amazing it is. The fact that the feeling of connection can even happen between the player and the character shows how good the writing is, and how they're able to do that between the characters themselves as well. No player input involved. At this point, I've just been speaking on and on and on, and like an old man not shutting up, so I'll make sure to shut my trap in a minute or two. Either way, back on topic, if you haven't played Persona 4, you should play this game. If you already played it, you should play it again. In fact, I'm actually doing New Game Plus. That's the footage you're seeing there. On top of that, I'm gonna try out the other games in the series. I heard 3 was real depressing. Who knows? I might make another video on it. Oh hey lads, look us go. We beat the ass of that guy all the way to a cell. Hell yeah. Dab me up, lad.